hear me? Is everything okay? Everybody good? Hello. Just gonna wait for people to hop in here. Okay. I don't particularly want to be streaming today. I've been glued to my phone, reading updates of just the racist monstrosities that have just happened this past couple days in the past week in the U.S. and in Minnesota in particular, and it just, nothing changes. I was way more focused earlier today on getting donations for Minnesota. Chuck, could you drop some links in the chat? And I'm kind of at a loss for words. Like, I'm live now, and it really feels weird. But hi everybody, it's good to talk to you, and this is why we do what we do. We make music to heal and stuff, and fuck me. If you want to donate to the Minnesota Freedom Fund, please do that. If you feel like donating and matching our donation of $300 today, you can send a receipt and an email to brasstracksmusic@gmail.com, and I'll play trumpet on a track of your choice. Hooray. That'll be great. Cool. So, yeah. How's everybody doing? Good? It's a fucking weird question to ask. I don't like that question at all. Let's start out listening to some music. If you guys haven't heard of Hablo Brown, I love this record so much. It's called Said and Done. It was off their new EP, Opaque. It's pretty amazing. So give me just a second. Apple Music sucks, so I have to open it on. No offense to Apple, but your application sucks. It just crashes all the fucking time. Spotify's doesn't. I love this part right here. those of you just joining us, that was Hablo Brown said and done, and we're gonna get into some production breakdowns today on some records. And if you're just joining us again, this is a really strange stream for me today because I haven't really been focused on music today. I've been focused on the absolute bullshit that's going on in this world. But if you guys want to donate $300, which is matching our donation, we'll play. I'll play some trumpet on one of your songs or something, so you can donate at minnesotafreedomfund.org. Send us a receipt, brasstracksmusic@gmail.com, and I'll send you some trumpets. Anyway, there are three records. I held up for it. 3 records to talk about today that got released, that are produced by me, which is fun. Yeah, so we're going to start with a record that has lyrics that I think really fit with this. This is Kill Your Idols by Kemba. I produced this with him over the course of the past year and a half or so. I think it came out really nice.
Knight in shining armor don't exist these days. Niggas got bulletproof vests, niggas go straight for the head.
Why are you like this?
Honesty and honor don't exist these days. Niggas don't got no respect, niggas don't get no respect. All of your idols were made in the marketing prep. Them niggas hot off the press. I never had a role model, my mama ain't dressed. They never got off the breast. Ironically, I got a lot on my chest. Honestly, I got a lot of regrets. Promise me you'll try to find me in death. Promise me. I sell the sound of my songs for dollars and cents. Heartbreak and slander and sex. I put a couple of dollars aside for the set. That's just a sign of respect. Thought I found solace when Solomon signed me a check. I'm at the side of your neck. I got grace, I might pass. There's a drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage. I'm afraid they might crash. I had rocks in my trap house. Baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I lash out? Baby, this a fact. I got grace, I might pass. There's a drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage. I'm afraid they might crash. I had rocks in my trap house. Baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I got out? Baby. Superman wear plain clothes. My ops wear uniforms. New apps made new alarms. Cops can't hear through the phone. Jigger man made change clothes. I stopped wearing blue for law. Blue State Farm cool to tall. We still made it through the storm. Act the ass, act the baboon. Red bottoms, no Louboutin. Red about the niggas full of corn. Good cops like unicorns. Hit lick, then take off. Taped off like move along. Paid off like student loans. Fuck 12 shit, moving on. Superman wear plain clothes. My ops wear uniforms. New apps made new alarms. Cops can't hear through the phone. Bigger man made change clothes. I stopped wearing blue for law. Blue State Farm cool to tall. We still made it through the storm. Act the ass, act the baboon. Red bottoms, no Louboutin. Red about the niggas full of corn. Good cops like unicorns. Hit lick, then take off. Taped off like move along. Paid off like student loans. Fuck 12 shit.
Why are you like this?
I got grace, I'm like bad. There's a drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage. I'm afraid they might crash. I had rock in my trap house. Baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I lash out? Baby, this a fact. I got grace, I'm like bad. This is drink, this is trap. I got angst, I got rage. I'm afraid they might crash. I had rock in my trap house. Baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I died out? Baby.
Oof. That is, yeah, wow. That's a crazy record. Hi everybody, cool. More people joining here. We're now just getting started. If you're just joining us, welcome. This is a weird day to stream because of the obvious. Yeah, I'm breaking down right now Kemba's Kill Your Idols. And let me know how this goes. So, I work differently with different artists. Kemba and I don't tend to record vocals together so much. Kemba will bring me his vocals recorded already, so he already had this acapella reference that I kind of worked off of. And he also had what we call a sample, which is not a sample. So
Night-ish. Shining armor don't exist.
let me do this. I forgot that I'm at 256 because I was recording vocals earlier today. See how we do.
Ace. Niggas got bulletproof vests. Niggas go straight for the head. Honesty and honor don't exist these days. Niggas don't got no respect. Niggas don't get no respect. All of your idols were made in the marketing prep. Them niggas out of the press. I never had a role model. My mama ain't dressed. They never got off the breath.
Brace, I might pass, there's a drink.
Cool. This record is really minimal. I'll show you everything that goes down in it. The very, very beginning, the things that were provided to me were these two noises.
Niggas got bulletproof vests. Niggas go straight for the head.
So you got this kind of synthesizer. I'm actually just rename that synth. And you have this crowd noise here. I just have fat filter on it. Also, I took into account that I wasn't mixing this, and I knew that whoever got these stems would be mixing it further than where I took it, so I didn't focus too hard on sonics. I focused on feeling. So there's crowd noise and synth provided to me, and then Canva also has this very cool little.
Why are you like this?
On here we have little altar boy. I tried out a chorus, didn't work. A reverb into a delay, which I don't normally do. But yeah. Keep on listening.
Ace. Niggas don't got no respect. Niggas don't get no respect. All of your idols were made in the marketing prep. Them niggas out of the press. I never had a role model. My mama ain't dressed. They never got off the breast. Ironically, I got a lot on my chest. Honestly, I got a lot of regrets. Promise me you'll try to find me in death.
Promise me.
I sell the sound of my songs for dollars and cents. Heartbreak and slander and sex. I put a couple of dollars aside for the set.
So right there. Little vocal jazz pad. If I'm being completely honest, I think I might have stolen this from Lo-File. If Lo-File ever sees this, sorry dude. I think it's really awesome. I think it's from that one record that we did together like forever ago. But it's a really cool little pad. I think that's where it's from. I might be crazy.
I sell the sound.
It also might be Alexander Lewis's. I don't know.
I sell the sound of my songs for dollars and cents. Heartbreak and slander and sex. I put a couple of dollars aside for the set. That's just a sign of respect. Thought I found solace when Solomon signed me a check.
Also, I have this thing that here that says DS Roads. When I put DS in front of something, that's so I know not to send it. That means don't send. So when I go to export all my stems and it's time to do the all individual tracks, when it all bounces, I can go under, it'll organize itself under name, and anything that says DS in front of it, I know don't send that stem. Furthermore, it's turned off, so they wouldn't really be getting anything anyway.
I sell the sound of my songs for dollars and cents. Heartbreak and slander and sex. I put a couple of dollars aside for the set. That's just a sign of respect. Thought I found solace when Solomon signed me a check. I'm at the side of your neck.
I got grace, I might pass, there's a drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash. I had rocks in my trap house, baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I last shout? Baby, this a fact. I got grace, I might pass, there's a drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might clash. I had rocks in my trap house, baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I pad out? Maybe.
Superman wear plain clothes. My ops wear uniforms. New apps made new alarms. Cops can't hear through the phone. Jigga man made change clothes. I stopped wearing blue for law. Blue state.
Cool. So let's explain what's going on here.
I got brains on my past. There's a
Bass. I wanted to send the bass stem all as one stem to make it as easy as possible. DS Moog bass sub. So what's going on here is, oh wow, I think that I made this at a time where I forgot I used EQ8 on this. I normally never do that. So took this is the top bass, kind of, right? Yeah. Got a standard multi-band compressor that's taking, kind of suppressing everything under 98 and also anything between 98 and 407. And then here's the sub. Which is doing pretty much the opposite. And this is for, and I also have a little bit of Fat Filter Saturn on there, and that is for me to be able to control both of these sounds. So yeah, but when I had the balance right where I wanted it, which is right here, I didn't feel it necessary to separate the stems. And those sounds are coming from this keyboard over here, my Moog Sub 37. Cool. Sweet. Moving on.
brains on my past.
And then there's also an 808. Nope, that's not it. That's a big 808.
I got eggs, I got rage. I'm afraid they might crash. I had rocks in my trap house. Baby, this is glass. Why you shout when I lash out? Baby, this a fact. I got grain on my past. This a drain, this a trap. I got eggs, I got rage. I'm afraid they might clash. I had rocks in my trap house. Baby, this is glass. Why you shout when I pad out? Maybe.
Superman wear plain clothes. My ops wear uniforms. New apps made new alarms. Cops can't hear through the phone. Jigga Man made change clothes. I stopped wearing blue for law. Blue State Farm cool to tall. We still made it through the storm. Act the ass, act the baboon. Red bottoms, no Louboutin. Red the niggas full of corn. Good cops like unicorns. Hit lick then take off. Take off like move along. Paid off like student loans. Fuck 12 shit.
Why are you like this?
Cool. Actually, I remember what happened here. There is gonna be we were gonna have a feature, at that point, and I think this happens all the goddamn time. I turned in the record to mixing like this.
Student loans. Fuck 12 shit.
Why are you like this?
So this was supposed to be a different, was like a feature section.
Moving on. Superman wear plain clothes. My ops wear uniforms.
But we discuss people, and then because of time, like just like wanting to get it out, we decided let's just put it out. So this version is actually kind of an extended version that goes until 3:20, and let's see what the actual record is. 3:02. Yeah, that's what I thought. So it's actually there's like a little section that's taken out in here. To talk about the drums, this is fun.
Plain clothes. My
Very simple. That aux percussion is weird as shit. That's cool though.
baboon. Red bottoms, no Louboutin. Red the niggas full of corn. Good cops like.
So all that's going on here is some tom percussion, some weird percussion. It sounds like toms almost, and some high things. And then eventually, when it settles down a little bit, we start adding drum loops and stuff. This has jangle hat, which makes me assume. So I assume that this is something that I added later because I got the counts drums and yep, jangle hat loop. That's something that he has. Totally use the counts drums a lot these days. That's nice. So we to anchor it, we add some drum loops, some hi-hats, and some extra percussion. time loop right there kind of gives us our glue of everything. It's kind of nice. Honestly, I've never really produced a record like this. It's so interesting. Kemba always brings me interesting ideas and stuff to help him realize. It's like one of the coolest working relationships that I have within hip hop, in particular. I've tried to pitch him beats and it doesn't work. It's just his. Sometimes it's worked, but not really. His mind works in mysterious ways, and it's really cool to get these. I get these building blocks and these references of what he wants, and he knows what he wants, but then it's the communication and figuring out how to get him to tell me that, to explain exactly what's going on in his head, because the idea is picture perfect for him. So for this, the references ended up being, I think, like very Frank Ocean-y, and which is funny because I like not like Blonde, but I forget. He'll probably tell me later. But I don't listen to a ton of Frank Ocean, so it was difficult, but we made it.
I got praise on my past, there's a train, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash.
Yo, Jared.
Praise on my past, there's a train, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash. I run in my trap, no baby, this is glass. Why you shock when I blast? Yo, maybe this a
Also this.
maybe. I got praise on my past, there's a train, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash. I run in my trap house, baby, this is glass. Why you shock when I blast? Yo, maybe this a fact. I got praise on my past, there's a train, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash. I run in my trap house, baby, this is glass. Why you shock when I blast? Oh, maybe.
And in the version on Spotify, it just sounds like this. And it just kind of fades out. I don't think it goes longer. I guess we had that before. And then I did this stupid thing that never made the record, just in case something were to happen. I don't know. So, yeah. That's really just a super duper rough idea. And anyway, that's pretty much Kemba's Kill Your Idols broken down. There's not much more that happens. I showed you the bass, I showed you the drums. What are the samples here? I'm using a lot of BWB, if you want BWB drum sounds in particular. I have them saved here. All of these folders, if you'd like to look at them and go get them. These ones, take a screenshot, do something if it's helpful. Yeah, I have them separated from my mess of drum samples that makes no fucking sense, just so I can get to them quickly. There's a period of time that I was using those pretty exclusively a while ago, and I just haven't cleaned up my act on the left side of my Ableton screen. Anyway, we're going to open a new project. And we're going to listen to it while we open it. And it is by these next two songs are by Jackson Lundy. And I really wanted to shout about all of these records today, but it just didn't feel right. This is Jackson Lundy's Loverboy. Got released today, produced by me and Jake Carter. Alright, I'm gonna open up the project.
Must be a dream I'm in. You got me in the palm of your hand. I said, if I was your lover boy, nothing would hurt you anymore. I said, if I were to be your man, I treat you the best way that I can. I said, if I was your lover boy, nothing would hurt you anymore. I said, if I were to be your man, I treat you the best way that I can. Oh, what a fool I've been, falling for you yet again. Must be a dream, my man. You got me in the palm of your hand. I'll take a broken bone before I feel it alone. That's why I'm standing right outside your door, flowers in hand. I said, if I was your lover boy, nothing would hurt you anymore. I said, if I were to be your man, treat you the best way that I can. I said, if I was your lover boy, nothing would hurt you anymore. I said, if I were to be your man, treat you the best way that I can. I said, if I was your lover boy.
Yeah. I'm really happy about that song. I'm happy that it just came out. It's mixed by John Costelli, the legend. Mastered by Dale Becker, the legend. Extreme legends all around. Wonderful. Let's see, before I open up my Ableton screen to you guys, let's see if it's actually going to work for me.
If I were to be your
Hello!
man, what a fool I've been. If I was your lover boy,
Hooray! Cool. Now, because I'm streaming, and I have an Ableton project open, this is very difficult. I'm in the process of switching over this big old computer that I got to my new laptop, which is actually much faster, with a different monitor, so hopefully in the future this stuff will be easier. So let's take a look-see.
if I was your lover boy, nothing would hurt you anymore. I said, if I were to be your man.
Cool. We have it open. Let's talk about Jackson's project. Let's talk about... fuck yeah, we get to talk about live drums. So when we get drums, when we record drums, the stems that we get back look like this normally. We have a sub kick, which is something that Yamaha makes. They used to do a similar thing by taking an NS10 monitor and turning it inside out and putting it in front of the whatchamacallit, of the drum head, of the kick drum head. It pretty much just gets the sub frequencies here. And now unfortunately my tracks are frozen, so I can't really show you all the stuff that, I kind of can. My process here is very, very simple. I'm doing an EQ into a compressor into a gate, which honestly was the wrong thing for me to do. I should have done a gate after my EQ. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I'd have to unfreeze it, and I don't want to do that right now. But this is the sub kick. Can't really tell. It's just a little floof. No? We have a kick out and a kick in. I'm getting most of my strength from the kick in here. But all together gives you a nice organic kick. I have DS Tom 1 and DS Tom 2. That's because don't send Tom 1, don't send Tom 2. We had these two Tom stems that didn't end up recording anything because Connor didn't play any toms. So that's something about drums that you have to be cognizant about. If the drummer doesn't play a tom during the set, just fucking delete the stem. There's no point in it being there. Someone might disagree with me on that. That's the way that I do it. Snares. I'm just using a snare top and a snare bottom, and I'm not gating anything. So you hear a lot of hi-hats, and I'm doing that because Connor's playing a shit ton of ghost notes, and I didn't want to miss them. We have a hi-hat, tambourine, overhead, mono overhead, room mic, and the parallel compression mic, and that creates this. Oh, and I didn't say as well, to make claps that are perfectly aligned with your snare, which is what I did. Right click, convert drums to new MIDI track. Let's see what happens if I just do it when it's frozen. Holy shit, it'll do it. Look at you. Look at that. Look at life. Look at us. So it's going. Ah. Almost there. Big spinning wheel of doom. So close but yet so far. Okay. Now we're looking at a converted drums to MIDI file. Not really what you want, but I always take the the hi-hat out, and now we're focused on the snare because we want to do claps, right? And look at that. If you look here, it's lining up with all the transients. We just had to take out the hi-hat and the kick. No problem. And now you're probably wondering, how the fuck do I get rid of that sound? It sounds like shit. Look down here. Hi. This guy, snare 606. Let's replace that with something that sounds better. Anything at all. Anything sounds better than that. Period. Oh my God, save us, please, for the love of all that's holy. No. No. This is embarrassing. I'll use you. Who cares? Jeez! Spinning wheel of doom is not my friend today. So I see all this space at the beginning here. Let's get rid of you. Here you are. Why are you so quiet? Oh, velocity, of course. So now we go in. Let's bring all the velocity all the way up. Honestly, you're better off doing this because Ableton's not detecting live drum velocity the way that it's just not perfect. So I'd just bring it all the way up and mix them in accordingly, one by one, if you have to. But normally, you won't have to. So let's see. See? I'm just soloing the snare top mic and the clap. It's fine. It's absolutely fine with all the velocity there. And then you'll get some of your snare accents too. You might want to take them out. You might not. That's up to you. Anyway, yes. So I'm going to delete that now because we don't need that. I've already done that. Yep, I totally can't see this. Hi, Seth. Yeah, so we went through all the drums. Now the bass. Mixture of myself and Jake's work, I believe. Jake Carter is a wonderful, wonderful producer that I met through Jackson. Plays a lot of instruments, enjoys funk and soul and R&B and hip hop. We are very much cut from the same cloth, so this is very fun to work with him on. Originally, I think that it was more of a straight thing. Then we got the demo, and we turned into a swung thing. But we wanted to keep the almost. We called it. We laughingly called it a farty bass. We wanted to keep this farty, soulful bass. And I remember sending a bounce to Jackson. He was like, "Dude, you took away all of the farty bass, all the fartiness." And there are all these more, like, even more little farty bass fills. Sorry. Yep, right there. That's sick. That's all Jake. I did none of that. Fucking fire. But I think I either replayed or just like moved around OD to match not a straight but a swung feel, and Connor replayed the drums to be swung, and we got it there. So bass and drums together sound like. So let's add the instruments in. Guitar. That's either Jake or Jackson. I'm not sure. I didn't do that one. What I did here was I added this to his guitar. Some Rhodes here. Some piano. So now we got Rhodes and piano. Oh no, the contact piano was Jake. I'm like totally forgetting like how exactly this worked. We worked on this for a while, but it was lots of fun. So now we got. There's the farty soulful bass licks. Cool. So I'm gonna let you hear the whole instrumental without the vocals here. Cool, let's check out these trumpets. Now, I totally do this, and I'm not fucking ashamed to say it. Sometimes I go in and I OD edit my shit. See all these cuts? Now, if I was just one trumpet player, like, or just one trumpet, if I wasn't layering, I wouldn't really do any of this. But I'm working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 interplaying horns, and I want them to all be very tight, because ultimately this is an R&B record, but it's also a pop record. So. mix this. From what I remember, John Castelli took my group horns and he would pan them to live in a certain space. But I also he would use the bounces. So like this group that says TG1, he'd use that bounce, and you know you have TG1 lead 1, TG1 lead 2, TG1 lead 1 down, TG1 lead 2 down, TG1 harmony 1, harmony 1 double, harmony 2 double. I label these things this way. So TG1 is the trumpet group, and then you have all the individuals here when I do my individual stem out. TG2 cup mute. I'll show you what a cup mute looks like. Woohoo! Cup mute! This is a cup mute. This is a cup mute. You put it in the trumpet and it sounds muffled in a cool 1920s, 30s sounding way. Kind of. That's what the cup mute sounds like. There it is. So trumpet group 2 cup, trumpet group 3 cup, and then we have a lick here. I do this a lot. This is like a brass track signature thing. Big ol' hits with reverb. I always just label them reverb hit. Yeah, and those are more stereo spread than the others. Cool. For those of you who just joined, we're just breaking down Jackson Lundy's Lover Boy. It just got released today. So we've gone through all of the instrumental parts. We've gone through the trumpets. We've gone through the instruments, meaning Rhodes, piano, glockenspiel, little synthesizer stuff. We've gone through the bass, the Moog, and stuff like that. Not Moog, actually. It's all Diva bass, I believe. Yep, Diva. Download Diva by U-He. U-He. I think that's how you say it. We have gone through the drums and how we get our drums from Flux. We're using a lot. Generally, on this record, I'm seeing Fab Filter. I'm seeing UAD compressors. I'm seeing, from what I remember in the drums. Yep. Fab Filter, compressor. Using a gate afterwards and using the neutron. Honestly, I think I might have even gone with like a neutron kick preset on this for like mixing the kick in. I was moving fast. But it sounded good, and I knew Castelli was getting it. I just trust him. Also, the stems that we get from Flux, they're just so well recorded and going through such good analog gear that I don't have to do much. Now let's go look at the vocals. Hello, vocals. So I have groups here. Jackson records his own vocals and sends them to me. He records in Logic.
Oh, what a fool I've been, falling for you yet again.
So that's just an EQ doing that filtering sound.
Must be a dream I'm in. You got me in the palm of your hand.
The Vintage Verb return track is literally just a standard reverb.
If I was your lover boy,
Nothing crazy.
nothing would hurt you anymore.
It's just a plate verb that's like a smallish room, and I wanted the performance. Actually, it wasn't even me. I think that I originally had more returns going on, but like I don't really mix with returns so much. I use returns for vocals in particular, for reverbs, delays, and cool shit. That's what I do. That's my workflow in Ableton, though. I think if I was working in Pro Tools, I would probably work differently.
If I was your
When I say cool shit, I mean like weird throws and stuff, which always involves a reverb or a delay. Yeah.
If I was your lover boy,
Just the vocals to the Vintage Verb.
If I was your lover boy, nothing would hurt you anymore. I said if I were to be your man.
I think both Jackson and I would tell you that we both comp the Vox. I'm sure Jackson comps some vocals, but I always end up comping vocals as well.
If I were to be your man.
Oh, but not from takes. I use pretty much, for the most part, everything he sends me. It's much more what needs to be done after they're sent. I don't know. Comping vocals, that word comp is broad.
If I were to be your man, I treat you the best way that I can. I said if I was your lover boy, nothing would hurt you anymore. I said if I were to be your man, I treat you the best way that I can. Oh, what a fool I've been.
So, not a lot going on here. There's no need for any compression. I'm doing some EQing, and then on my leads, I'm using Neutron 3. Group Group choruses, group first lead, Neutron 3, Pro Q. These are all frozen because I was dealing with it. But I want to point out that even though I flattened all this shit, I never flattened auto-tune. I'll keep it on. No auto-tune on this entire fucking project. Shout out Jackson. I use a lot of auto-tune. Yeah. It would be really funny if like every white artist that didn't that wasn't vocal going forward, that like about the actual crazy racist monstrosities that are happening right now, if every producer banded together and leaked all of their auto-tune on auto-tuned vocals, that would be really, really great. You don't have a voice? Cool. Now you do. Let's show the world your actual voice. Anyway, that wouldn't apply to Jackson because he's an angel sent from the heavens above. I think we're pretty much done with this record. Let's move on to the third and final record to break down, which might even be more of a crazy one to open. This record is called Me and You by Jackson Lundy. Produced by myself and Jake Carter again. This was another one, kind of like a demo that was taken to me that Jake had already done. Demo is the wrong word because it was already so amazing. That Jake had already done some work on. And just kind of polished it up. On this one, Armando Young is playing guitar. And if you haven't heard of Armando Young, you need to go look him up and listen to the song Belladonna because it's the best release of 2019. And this is Me and You by Jackson Lundy. Okay. I will shut up now.
You're never alone, 'cause I got you. My house ain't a home now without you. Don't you be scared now, my darling. I'll always be there when you're calling. Promise I'll be better. I'll hold you close whenever bad dreams got you tossing and turning. 'Cause you say my name, girl, promise I'll be better. I'll hold you close forever. Bad dreams got you tossing and turning, girl, just say my name and I'll be there. Oh, darling, I'll be there.
This is my favorite part right here.
So just play your favorite song for me. Sing your loving melody. So much to do, yeah, when I'm with you. Look right at your window, babe. I'll get up and do this song. Never feel blue when it's just me and you.
Nice. Okay. So, Dashimir, any of these things could be the thing. It says, how did you guys connect with Jackson Lundy? I was his high school teacher for a little while. I worked at a school called Calhoun on 1st Street, maybe 80th Street in West End Avenue. And I taught, I was one of like 11 or so young teachers that taught jazz ensemble and a couple other things, like private classes and stuff. And Jackson was in my first jazz ensemble there, I think. And that's where I met him. And then years later, he popped up on my, like, he was at Berkeley, and his music popped up on my SoundCloud. And I was like, get the fuck out of here. And that led me to making a lot of music with both him and a guy named Charles Gaines, who actually I found first through a repost from Jackson. I don't know, I was deep in the SoundCloud webs. But the rest is history, and now we have like 20 tracks together. And this finally loaded up, but I think that because it crashed in the midst of, that was the, is it gonna work here? Are we gonna see my Ableton screen? No, we're not. This is the old Ableton screen. So let's just change this to, just a second, guys. I need to change the, oh, shucks. That's a shame. It's not letting me put the, oh, there you are. Hooray. Cool. Whew. That was almost bad. Okay, so are we good? Does it look fine? Great. Yeah, it crashed in the middle of me trying to get here. So this is me and you. This is the project. Lots of DS's going on.
You're never alone, 'cause I got you. My house ain't a home now.
So we were talking about returns before. This is probably a good place to talk about returns. So here, I was riding a reverb.
Oh, darling, I'll be there.
And then here, so before this part right here, bar 37, we have a good amount of verb here.
Bad dreams got you tossing and turning, got to save.
Okay, and now here,
Play your favorite song for me.
chill.
Sing your lovely melody.
It's like right in front of your
So
face.
much to do.
We didn't write this song in terms of lyrics and stuff. I'd say we are listed as writers for sure, but we're more on the, or myself, I'm more on the production side. Jackson wrote every damn lyric. We did a little bit of work editing the chords though, because we felt like it was a little bit too in this one world, and we wanted to bring it out of there. So, yeah, yeah. I'll keep on playing.
Just play your favorite song for me. Sing your lovely melody. So much to do when I'm with you. Look right out your window, babe. I'll get up and do it.
Drums. So, this guy is really just programmed drums with like a drum loop that I have of Connor, cut up, and some claps, but everything has a good amount of like verb on it. Yep. Yep. Kind of give it this nostalgic living, and like I don't want the drums to smack on this record. Also, like I feel like producers from the era that that makes me sound like I'm fucking 60. Producers from the SoundCloud period of time think everything needs to fucking slap. Nothing needs to slap, really. Things need to sound good. So I didn't want the drums to sound too in your face for this record. But they still make you bob your head. I have a 5-string MTD bass, this guy. Woohoo! I played on that. What key are we in here? Yep, so we're in E, which is a wonderful key for any bass player. Sweet. Awesome. Yeah, that's the bass. I played that line and put guitar rig on it. It says mid lead right here. I don't know why it says mid lead. I end up always using the DI bass preset on guitar rig. Just easy. Just so fucking easy. So like mix that shit right in after that. Normally I would do an EQ afterwards, but this time I did a little bit of a multi-band compression. It was hitting between 90 and 300 too hard, so I caught it right here. And then up here is for above 300, grabbing some of the string noise, which sounds like if I solo just highs. The mids, that 100 to 120 can get really wild. What we really wanted was below 90. So yeah.
Out your window, babe. I'll get up and do this song. Never feel blue when it's just me and you.
Cool. By the way, if you're just joining us, welcome. My name's Ivan. I'm in Brass Tracks. I stream every Thursday. I try to stream every Thursday at 9 o'clock p.m. EST. This is Community Huddle. I should have said this is Community Huddle at the beginning of this. Finally got into a little bit of a rhythm, but now that I'm speaking again, I wanted to say that it's very strange to... I've been speaking, but talking about music and zoning out. It's really weird to stream right now. It's a really strange time. It's a really fucked time. I'm furious, and it would be really great if you guys feel any sort of way that I do about being furious about the racist monstrosity, terrible shit that's going on in places like Minnesota, Minneapolis, where half of my family is actually, and I intend to call them afterwards and see how they're doing and what things are like. But if you want to donate to the Minnesota Freedom Fund, you can donate at the link that Chuck Sutton just put down there. Yeah, I think it's actually minnesotafreedomfund.org/donate, but you can find the donate button. You can do it. And also, if you're a musician or a producer or an artist and you would like to match our donation, our donation was $300 to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. But if you match it and send us a receipt to brasstracksmusic@gmail.com, I will play trumpet on a record of your choice. So yeah, not like a release. I mean, I could do it on a release record that's out, I guess, but on like one of your records, you know, I'd be happy to. So just consider it and tell your friends. And I think it's pretty crazy times right now, and the least that we could do is try to incentivize donating to a cause that we know is good. And that's right now the Minnesota Freedom Fund, and we're going to be, me and the rest of the Brass Tracks team are going to be discussing what else we can do in this time, and trying to learn as much as we can. Okay, so anyway, yeah, weird time to be streaming. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys are enjoying some of this. Dan, you matched the donation? Nice. Dude, send us an email. Holy shit. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah. Dude, thanks. That's the shit. That makes me feel a lot better about doing this Twitch stream. Hell yeah, dude. We've raised well over $1,200 now today. That's great. Okay. Fuck the police. Okay, continuing.
So much to do when I'm with you. Look right out your window, babe. I'll get up and do this song. Never feel blue when it's just me and you.
I can't stop smiling, dude. That makes me like... so that's good. Thanks, Dan. So, this is Julius Rodriguez. Woo, joint. Turn on that. And that is actually not a... That shit is not a real organ. That's a VST called VB3 that I suggest if anyone likes organ sounds, download VB3. So VB3 is a $50, maybe $75 plugin that, and you can download it for free for 30 days. So, you know, no pressure. That's the closest thing I've found so far. Fucking beats everything else that I've used for organ. And Julius and I programmed this MIDI keyboard's what's it called? Faders to be drawbars to sound a little bit more similar to a real organ, like a B3 or a C3. And yeah, I don't know when the next time I'm going to see a real organist. It's sad.
Song for me, sing your lovely melody. So much to do.
Probably the most interesting thing about this record is the vocals and the guitar. So guitar's recorded. 3 mics. And I'm actually comping back and forth between a couple takes. So this is actually the second take right here. You can see right there. This is the third take right here. But for the most part, we were hitting the second take. Or excuse me, the third take. Still getting all that room noise in the back, but it sounds really, really good. So yeah, this is a song that's out. Overthinking. This song is by Jackson Lundy, produced by myself and Jake Carter. They're normally, I would say, submit music to our Twitch stream that happens every other Thursday. Not this one. This is the Community Huddle. But next week we do a track by track thing, so you can submit music for me to listen to. Maybe we'll put it on the stream. Maybe it'll end up with, you never know what happens, right? But right now I am saying that if you want to match our donation to the Minnesota Freedom Fund for $300, I can play trumpet on a song of your choice that you have. So yeah, if you want to send an email with your receipt to brasstracksmusic@gmail.com. Now is kind of the only time that I'm offering something like that. I'm just trying to raise awareness to make donations to the Minnesota Freedom Fund for the time being. I thought this was cool. We had a question about how do you think about returns? Sometimes I do use them for drum automation. This is just some drum automation. Verb. Just right there, little moments, and that happens right before. Before a break. So where else does something like that happen? Happens right here. So that shit just kind of smoothens out transitions for me, autoing that. Everything else, it tends to be when I have main verb, BG verb, delay, and short high verb, I'm pretty sure that all has to do with vocals. Yeah, for the high vocals.
What is the point of a universe without you? If stars only play for you and me wait, yeah, I promise I'll be better. I'll hold you close whenever bad dreams catch you tossing winds and girl, just say my name and I'll be there. Oh darling, I'll be there. So just play your favorite song for me. Sing your lovely melody.
Let's talk about that moment.
Just play your favorite song for me. Sing your lovely melody.
Okay, I'm going to expose Armando here. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I love you, Armando. That was a moment from take 2 that I put into take 3. And I'm only saying that. It's not exposing at all. That's comping. I'm only saying that to any instrumentalist that may be watching that think that you have to one-take shit. You're going to give it to a producer or a mixing engineer. They're going to go through your takes. If they're comping for you, it's never going to be the way it is in popular music, and it's totally okay. This part right here is everything. I'm noticing that you can hear Armando breathing in this, which I think is actually fucking awesome. That you could hear a human playing the guitar. It's so intimate. But yeah, that part of the record is just freaking intense. Anyway, so that's me and you, and before we wrap up this stream here, I want to listen one more time to Kemba's Kill Your Idols, and I'm going to post the lyrics in the chat because I think they're really appropriate for today, and he just sent them to me. So, the proper ones, not like whatever anybody is posting today. I'm so proud to work with Kemba. Seriously, he's one of the great writers of our time. I don't ever say that lightly. And I said I the same thing with Jackson. I'm a really lucky producer to work with these two. Not just like Brass Tracks isn't my only thing. I got to work with these young geniuses all the time. It's really great. So. Let's see. Okay, so it's a 500 character limit. Oh man, it's not letting me post into here. Okay, I'll just read some of the ones that are important.
Knight in shining armor don't exist these days. Niggas got bulletproof vests, niggas go straight for the head.
Why are you like this?
Honesty and honor don't exist these days. Niggas don't got no respect, niggas don't get no respect. All of your idols were made in the marketing prep. Them niggas hot off the press. I never had a role model, my mama ain't dressed. They never got off the breast. Ironically, I got a lot on my chest. Honestly, I got a lot of regrets. Promise me you'll try to find me in death. Promise me. I sell the sound of my songs for dollars and cents. Heartbreak and slander and sex. I put a couple of dollars aside for the set. That's just a sign of respect. Thought I found solace when Solomon signed me a check. I'm at the side of your neck.
I got grace, I might pass, there's a drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash. I had rocks in my trap house, baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I lash out? Maybe this a fact. I got grace, I might pass, there's a drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash. I had rocks in my trap house, baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I pass out? Maybe.
Superman wear plain clothes.
Right here.
My ops wear uniforms. New apps made new alarms. Cops can't hear through the phone. Jigger man made change clothes. I stopped wearing blue for long.
It's really interesting that this song came out today.
Blue State Farm cool to tall. We still made it through the storm. Act the ass, act the baboon. Red bottoms, no Louboutin. Redenbacher niggas full of corn. Good cops like unicorns. Hit lick, then take off. Taped off like move along. Paid off like student loans. Fuck 12 shit, moving on. Superman wear plain clothes. My ops wear uniforms. New apps made new alarms. Cops can't hear through the phone. Bigger man made change clothes. I stopped wearing blue for law. Blue State Farm cool to tall. We still made it through the storm. Act the ass, act the baboon. Red bottoms, no Louboutin. Redenbacher niggas full of corn. Good cops like unicorns. Hit lick, then take off. Taped off like move along. Paid off like student loans. Fuck 12 shit.
Why are you like this?
I got grace, I might pass, there's a drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash. I had rocks in my trap house, baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I lash out? Baby, this a fact. I got grace, I might pass, this is drink, there's a trap. I got angst, I got rage, I'm afraid they might crash. I had rocks in my trap house, baby, this is glass. Why you shocked when I lash out? Baby.
Yeah, the why are you like this is yeah. Anyway, I'm ending the stream now. This was a lot of fun. Been about 80 minutes of hanging out with you guys, and this is fantastic. Yeah, donate to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. Donate to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. It's can we get a link put in here? I'm looking for my email here. Cool. Yo, Dan sent me an email. Yeah, great. Please donate to the Manhattan Freedom Fund. I'm gonna find that link once more. Copy. God. Cannot do anything here. There we go. Please donate to the Minnesota Freedom Fund. See you guys later. Thanks for joining.